Welcome back to the Melvor Idol Hardcore series. We are on episode 12, and the last time I think we were just getting obstacle 9, I think it is, on the agility tree, and I think it was halfway. I think it was level 85. So I've hit 90, and I went ahead and took the waterfall. It gives, if you look at this one, it gives the most gold. And it was, well, yeah, it does give the most gold, and it was the easiest to get. It just cost some money. So I took this one. I ended up picking this. Some of the rest of these, you have to have pretty high level of things that 99, 95. I'm just not there. The Mastery XP might have been cool, but it wasn't very much cash. And really, I took this one because it was easy and it just pays a ton of cash. So I now have all these obstacles up. I'm at level 92, and I'm going to push to get the passives unlocked, which is when you hit 99, you have to, let's see, once you get down to 99, you can take a passive pillar, which is great. There's 3 pillars to choose from, and I'm going to take the combat one because we'll get into that in a second. I also have been generating a little bit extra Mastery XP, so I come in here, I switch over to leveling these things up 10 at a time, and if I can jump 10 levels, I do. So I've been spending above the 95% mastery on this stuff here, and it'll be maxed up again tomorrow. I could fill this in if I want. I usually go ahead and bump these up. Not that it's super critical, but it advances all these other ones. If I want to do the completion part, I'll have that. But we need to get away from the agility thing for a second here. So I was sitting there thinking, actually, hang on. Let me go one thing first. So I worked on some attack. I was started at 63 and now I'm up to 69. Strength stayed at 70. I didn't do anything there. Defense went up a couple levels. Hit points went up to 77 from 73. Ranged, I was at 56. I've worked my way up to 70, so I should be able, there was something I could equip. What was that? Was it a bow? I had a bow. Well, there was something I was supposed to be able to equip at level 70. Apparently, I don't, yeah, I either equipped it or I've lost it. One of the two. Or maybe I can craft it. Maybe that's what it was. I was going to look at crafting. Magic has gone up a couple levels to 77. Prayer's gone up to 61 or 65 from 61. And Slayer is gone up from 61 to 69 also. Let's see here. I need to work on Slayer coin. That's one of my big tasks right now. I spent a bunch of quality time in the spider dungeon and I got all this gear out. So now my guy doesn't look like a hobo running around with various chunks of gear. One thing they don't have is a headpiece. So I'm going to figure that one out. I don't even think crafting has one. Like, I don't think there's a high-end crafting headpiece either. Like, once you get into the red gear, the hard leather is the only one there. So I'm going to have to figure out where there's a headpiece you can get for ranged. Oh, there's the hat. There's the, I know where there is. Oops. Nope. Wrong one. Dungeons. Spider Forest? Is this it? Yeah, there's this ranger hat and ranger boots, which I have the boots, but I don't have the hat. I need to farm the Spider Forest a bit more. I think I went ahead and beat the Frozen Cave. So, and I'm on Steam, so I got the achievement for it. I have not attempted the Dragon's Den yet. So, let's see. Now for the fun part. This is where we're going to need to have a conversation. So, I was sitting there thinking about this today. My number one goal, and I was hoping, that's why my video is not going to be on Sunday. It's going to come out on Monday. Not that it's that big a deal, but I was hoping to get this out today, and I was really pushing hard. I want this extra equipment set. I want this third equipment unlocked so I can have an extra gear slot. Basically, I want to be able to have my mage on this one, my ranged on this one, and then number 3 is going to, well, I can't use it because I don't have it, but number 3 is going to be melee. And that's going to free up all these bank slots for all this melee gear, basically all this crap along here. I can shove all that in there, and once I get the melee slot unlocked, I'm going to really start farming gear, and I'm going to look at what we can do, because I think it's time to start thinking about endgame, meaning the volcano. And there's a lot of good gear in the volcano, and this is where we're going to have to make some choices. So I've got the red dragon hide stuff. I think I can get the black dragon hide from the dragons. No, this gives me the ancient. I think the black dragon hide comes from somewhere else, or I can craft it at least. You can at least do the craft on it down here. I can get these pieces. But here's the thing. I really want to work towards getting the volcano cave. And once you beat the volcano, these dungeons unlock. The unfortunate thing is you have to beat the volcano, then you have to beat this dungeon to get to this one, and then beat this one to get to this one, and this one to get to this one. So we've got our work cut out for us. Well, I do anyway, I guess. So to that end, now that I've gotten all of these up in the 70s, I'm going to try to push to the 80s and 90s. The volcano is no joke, man. This thing will wreck this character. And if I die here, I lose. I'm done. So I have to restart over. And in the event that this character dies, I kind of think I'm going to go over to adventure mode and play that for a while. But that's much later date. But I want to prepare for endgame, which is the volcanic cave. And I've fought that 3 times. Well, I've defeated it 3 times with my standard account. I've died like, I don't know, half a dozen times, 3 or 4 times. I've died quite a few attempts. And obviously on a hardcore character, I cannot die because then I'm done. I'm out. So I want to hit this one as hard as possible. I think I definitely want my hit points up at 99. So we're going to be really striving hard to get that. I want to be geared. The Spider Forest has the Black Dragon Hide, which maybe that's what I needed to be level 74. There was something in here. Oh, I can't even look at it because I don't have it. There was something in here. I think it might be Black Dragon Hide. I can't remember what the ancient stuff was. This might be 80 and the black might be 70. But I want to get all of these up as high as possible. I want to get the mage stuff up, which I'm not sure where the mage stuff is. I want to try for the ancient sword. I like the sunset rapier. I think that thing's awesome. So I'm going to try to get that for this account once I get the melee unlocks done. And I'm going to work towards getting all of this stuff for the bow side, the range side. As far as I guess the ancient stuff's here. I've heard this has a really bad drop rate though, and I think somebody was saying you can get better stuff somewhere else. But I think I want the Book of Eli because it unlocks some spells. I'd like to get this gear because it's good gear from what I gather. And of course I want to run the Spider Forest. I don't know that I want the Myolite or Frozen, but I kind of wonder if the Frozen stuff helps with the Volcano Cave, so I might farm this a little bit. Once I get this Slayer, I need 300,000 Slayer coins, so I got a little bit to go on that. Get that unlocked. I'm going to start running all these dungeons. I want to get this Dragon's Den done. And then within a couple of weeks, of course, this is all getting the agility down and then getting these dungeons farmed, getting the equipment out of it. Probably in a couple of weeks, we're going to be looking at doing the volcano. The other thing that I want to look at doing potentially is crafting to get this, to get the Black Dragon Hide down here. I need to see what rings and necklaces we can get. I know there's a ring of rebound, like you actually reflect damage back onto the enemy. I think I used that the first time I beat the volcano on my standard account, so I want to try to get that. Herblore. Herblore is definitely going to be a must. It is a definite need. Melee accuracy, maybe. I want to get level 4 of that. I don't know. Maybe magic assist. Maybe melee evasion. Maybe I want to get that. Oh, and I also want to get my prayer skill up as high as possible. Let's see here. I am up to this point. I know this one gives me some good melee defense. I'm not sure what this one I think is magic, and I haven't got these two on my other account yet. But, oh, and I want to do fishing so I can get enough prayer points built up, because when I hit that volcano, basically I'm going to be smashing the heal button the entire time. That was the strategy that got me through on my standard account, is just keep smashing that button whether he's hitting you or not. If you're taking damage, you won't be able to attack, but once you've healed up, even smashing the button, you can still get your attacks off as long as you're not taking damage. So that's going to be the way I go through this dungeon again. But at any rate, that's my plans. It's kind of late, so I was really trying to get my Slayer coin up, and it just didn't get there, so that's why the video's late. But I'm going to have that done. I'm going to start farming on the, on the different gear for all 3 different gear sets. And that's pretty much how I'm going to go forward. I'm going to start working towards the dragon dungeon. I want to hit the dragon's den, and I think I'm going to farm probably all these for various things. And then I'm going to start working on this. I don't know how you put the volcanic cave on farm, because the monster does like 600 and some damage on my standard account, and that one, if he dies, he just loses a piece of gear. If this one dies, I lose my character, and I really don't want to do that and go through all this again. But at any rate, this video is coming out a little bit later than I intended to, but it's unfortunate because my Slayer coin didn't quite get there as soon as I'd hoped. But we'll be back Wednesday with another episode. I'll have some more information on how I plan to attack endgame and how we're going to build there. But that's probably going to be stuck waiting on the agility at that point. I don't know that I'll have agility done by then, but we'll see. So that's all I got for today. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.